Do you want to know what messages the Maiden has for you? Then keep watching because this is the timeless, in-depth, spooky tarot pick-a-card reading meant just for you. Hello trick-or-treaters and welcome back to my channel TrickrTreatTarot, where it is spooky season all year long. If you like Halloween or Samhain, then this is definitely the channel for you, where I do spooky themed tarot pick-a-card readings just like this one and other spiritual related videos. So if that's your jam, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. Please do consider subscribing to the channel, and while you are subscribing, make sure you hit that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos every week. Alright you guys, so we are back with a new little series that I'm doing for the month of May in honor of Mummy's Day, okay? During this month, we are going to do a cute little trilogy in honor of the goddess, okay? So in honor of Mummy's Day, we are doing a little series to honor the goddess. So we are going to do 3 videos. There are going to be 3 separate videos. Today's video is the Maiden. I'm going to upload another video for the Mother, and then we're going to have another video for the Crone, okay? So these are messages from the goddess that are going to be channeled and presented to you to just kind of give you some information, some messages that maybe the goddess has for you that she would like you to know, okay? Also, with that being said, you guys, I do just want to thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video and for allowing the messages to help you in a positive, profound way, okay? So thank you guys so much for that. Now, with all that being said, you guys, I'm not going to make this intro too long, okay? So we're going to get right into it, you guys. We're going to have timestamps in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section down below. Timestamps for your pile selection. Okay, we got 3 piles in front of us today. We're going to have our pile selection. Group number 1 is card 27 with this crow charm. Or pile number 2 is going to be card 25, the stick, with this Eye of Ra charm. And then pile number 3 is going to be card 59, the ribbon, with this pentagram charm, okay? So we're going to have timestamps for the pile selection, timestamps for the shuffling. We're going to be doing all the shuffling on camera. You guys already know the vibes. You know how it is. You know how I do. We're going to have the timestamps for straight to the messages as well, description box and comment section down below, okay? And thank you guys too for all your beautiful comments. I just adore reading all of your comments. I love responding to all of you guys. It's just really motivating for me, and it lets me know that I'm doing a good job and that I'm able to really help you guys in the way that I'm actually trying to help you. So thank you so much for allowing me to communicate with you on that level, for commenting, for us to be able to have that dialogue, because I think it's really amazing, okay? And don't be afraid to talk to each other as well. Use the comment section to build a community, you guys. Like, we're all a family here, so it's not just about connecting with me, right, but connecting with each other, because sometimes you know, you might make a new friend who might be in a similar situation as you, or someone who might be able to give you advice, or maybe you can give advice to someone. So, you know, don't be afraid to really talk to each other and just share the energy and share the love, you guys. That's something that's really important too that I just want to point out, okay? Now, with all that being said, we're going to get straight into it, you guys. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your wine, grab your water, whatever it is you're drinking. Stay hydrated. Grab a snack, you guys. You're a snack, okay? We're going to go ahead. We're going to get straight into it, starting with your pile selection. Let's go. Alright, boos and ghouls and witchy souls, and welcome to your pile selection. So we have our 3 groups here set up nice and close so you guys can get meditated and grounded, so you can choose the group that is absolutely meant for you. So for group number 1, we have card 27, the wall, and this crow skull charm. Group number 2 is going to be card 25, the stick, and the Eye of Ra charm. And group number 2 is going to be card 59, the ribbon, and this beautiful pentacle charm. Alright, again, group number 1, card 27, the wall, and this crow skull charm. Group number 2, card 25, the stick, and this Eye of Ra charm. And group number 3, card 59, the ribbon, and this pentacle charm. Okay, group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a couple of minutes to choose your group. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to choose. You can pick based off of the number on the card, the picture on the card, the placement of the card, the number of the group. You can close your eyes and then open them and see whichever group catches your eye first or calls your attention the most. You can hold your hand over the screen and see which group makes you feel fuzzy. There is no right or wrong way to choose. Just use your intuition, okay? That is the most important thing. You can even pick more than one group. Okay, so if you feel called to pick 2 groups or even all 3 groups, that's fine. That just means that there are multiple messages meant for you in each of the different groups. Now for a couple of disclaimers, you guys, these are general readings, okay? General readings. That means that if you hear something that does not resonate, that is okay. Just let that message go and let it flow. There are a lot of people watching this video and a lot of people watching the same pile as you. So just disregard any messages that do not resonate, okay? As they are messages meant for another trick-or-treater that's watching the same pile as you. You know your life, you know what works best for you. So just listen to those messages, okay? And you do have free will, so if you don't like a message based on the path you are currently on, you have the power to switch paths at any time. These messages are not set in stone. You are constantly changing and growing, so your path is constantly changing and growing. With all of that being said, please do ground yourself by taking a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Alright, do that a couple of times to really get grounded. Feel free to pause the video if you need some more time to do a small meditation. That's okay, you guys. It is very important to make sure you are grounded, in tune, and in sync with the video and the messages provided so you can hear the ones that are absolutely meant for you. If you feel called to, you can skip ahead to any pile at any time. That's okay. I will have all the timestamps in the description box as well as in the pinned comment section down below so that way you guys can easily skip around to the parts you feel called to. We will be doing all of the shuffling on camera. You guys know I love to do that so that way you can see the magic happen. Also, please be aware that sometimes there are trigger warnings on this channel and I do read reversals. We are real on this channel, okay? I don't sugarcoat any of the messages. I'm just a channel and Spirit is giving me the messages that need to be heard at this time. Sometimes the messages can be very healing because we do work with the shadow self, and sometimes that can be hard and we aren't always ready to do that work or hear those messages because it is challenging and difficult, but it is also quite beautiful and very rewarding. So please do keep that in mind. Also remember that these are timeless readings. Every time I sit down and perform a reading and create a video, I set the intention to transcend space and time so the messages will find their way to you when they are supposed to. So just know that if you are watching this video and listening to this message, it is absolutely meant for you regardless of any dates or times that might be associated, okay? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it, you guys. I'll give you just another moment to pick your group. Timestamps are below, and we're going to go ahead and get started with group number 1. Let's go. Alright, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 1. You guys chose card 27, the wall, and the crow skull charms. So we're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling though, then just keep watching because that's what we're doing right now. right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 1. You guys chose card 27 the wall and the crow skull charm. So this is your channeled message all about what the maiden has to tell you. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. You guys remember, this is a trilogy reading, so make sure you have those notifications on so you don't miss out when I post the rest of the goddess, right, symbols, the mother and the crone as well, so that we can kind of combine all the messages together and see what the goddess is really trying to tell you, okay? So let's get into it, you guys. We have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords. We also have the Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm already getting a message here, you guys. And the Nine of Cups in reverse, okay? Nine of Cups in reverse, so. Okay, so the maiden, okay, the first message that I'm getting here is some of you guys are wondering about your love life. Some of you guys have a lot of questions about your romantic life, your love life, finding soulmates, things like that. You're just really interested in that. That's something that you want. That's something that you're looking for. That's something that you want clarity on. And the maiden is stepping in here and she says that you have more growing to do. Okay, that you're focusing on, like, your focus isn't where it needs to be. So you're focusing on, you know, love and relationships when in fact you should be focusing more on growth and maybe prosperity and really working on yourself and your future. What are your goals? Okay, what's the foundation that you're building for your future? And I know that this can be a tough message for some of you to listen to, group number 1, but this is just, you know, I'm just channeling the message from the maiden, and she wants you to shift your focus. She doesn't want you to think about your soulmate. She wants you to think about your soul. Okay, that's definitely the message that's coming through here. And I think part of you knows that. I really do think that part of you understands that there's still a lot of more growth on yourself that you have to do. You still have a lot to learn, a lot of lessons to learn. You still have a lot of growing to do. And I think you're just kind of trying to avoid doing the work on yourself, partially maybe because you think it's too hard, or maybe because you just don't feel confident in yourself. But that's essentially part of the problem. When we procrastinate, when we put things off, when we shift our focus on purpose because we don't want to do something for whatever the reason is, that's what's holding us back. We're essentially holding ourselves back, right? Because maybe we think, oh, we don't want to do this. It's too hard. We're procrastinating. You know, I don't feel like it. It's boring. I don't want to do it. You know, whatever the reason is, that's the exact reason why you have to do it, because that's the problem. And you have to start to resolve those issues within yourself so you can be responsible, so you can achieve, you know, the goals that you set for yourself. So you can start to set goals for yourself. Some of you guys don't even have goals set for yourself. You're like, there's things that I want to do, but you haven't set any goals to actually do any of those things. So the maiden is definitely stepping in here, and she just wants you to understand that you still have a lot of growing to do, and you just really need to start to shift your focus from the things that you want, you desire, specifically in love and relationships, and working more on yourself. That's just definitely something that I see happening here. Okay, yeah, we have Panther Spirit coming through here, the Panther Familiar. So that's, I'm getting a message here about going after the things that you want. Okay, essentially going after the things that you want. And by doing that, we're talking about goal setting here. Some of you guys, like I said, you want things, but you're not setting goals to achieve those things. So you really have to start to figure out, what is it that you want for yourself? What are your wants, your desires for your future? Building that foundation. What's your dream career? Okay, that kind of thing. And really setting goals to achieve that. Okay, setting goals to achieve those things. Set big goals, right, for achievement. And then set smaller goals to achieve those larger goals. Because if you just have big goals, it seems much more impossible to achieve those goals. But remember, nothing's impossible. You just have to break it down into smaller steps. And then, you know, set goals, right, from your main goal for the month, break it down into 4 smaller goals, right, to accomplish that bigger goal, right, per week. So you could do four goals for each week. And then if you really wanted to, you could even break those down into daily goals. Okay, break it down into a goal every day. Have a small goal to achieve that weekly goal, and essentially those weekly goals are set to achieve the bigger monthly goal that you have, and maybe those monthly goals are set to achieve a yearly goal or something like that. Okay, so just don't be afraid to really break it down to something that feels really easy, right? And maybe even fun. It can be really fun for you guys too to be able to do that, because you're just going to feel a lot better about yourself and about your accomplishments and your achievements. And you're going to feel like you're really moving forward in your life, because some of you guys feel like you're not. You feel like you're stagnant, you're not moving forward. And part of the reason is because you're trying to move forward in the wrong ways or in the wrong direction. And so what you're doing is you're trying to swim away from the current instead of swimming with the current. So the goddess wants you to understand that you have to go with the flow of things. Okay, the reason why things aren't working out for you currently right now, maybe in specific relationships, that's just a particular area of life that keeps coming up. It's because your focus needs to shift. Okay, the current isn't pushing you towards love, relationships, soulmates. The current is pushing you towards powerful personal growth. Okay, so understand that. Yeah, we got the hunter. The hunter is coming through as well. Okay, so the hunter definitely is confirmation, validation that you need to start, setting goals, going after the things that you want. Okay, and the things that you want aren't really the things that you think that you want. They're the things that you're avoiding. Okay, essentially. So go after the things that you're avoiding, right, to help achieve that powerful personal growth, and then that'll really set you on the path to finding those relationships that you do want to find, that you do truly desire. Right? We all want to be a desired. We all want to have that passionate soulmate, twin flame love. We all want to be in love and feel love and have that companionship, right? Everybody wants that. So it's completely understandable that you want that too, group number one. Completely understandable. But sometimes you just have to know, there's a time and a place, and right now is just not the time and place for it, okay? So now's the time and place for you, not for someone else. It's about you. It's okay to be a little bit selfish during this time, okay? You just have to figure out, more maybe about what your hobbies are. What are your interests? What are your passions? Those are the questions that you should be able to answer quickly. You shouldn't have to sit and think, well, I think I kind of like knitting or something like that. You should be able to answer, I'm passionate about painting. I'm passionate about the environment. It should be quick answers that you have, not something that you have to sit and think about. So the fact that maybe some of you guys are sitting there wondering, well, I don't really know what I'm passionate about. What's passion, right? So then that's part of the issue. Your goddess is coming through and saying, hey, start to understand what are your passions, your desires, your hobbies, your interests, because at the end of the day, when you're trying to find your life partner, you need to have common passions, common interests, common hobbies, so that way it can be a nice blend and a perfect match, okay? So essentially, this is going to help lead up to that matchmaking process that's going to come in your future, okay? And then we have freedom. I love this. I got chills, you guys. Freedom. Okay. All right, freedom, you guys. Fantastic card. So you guys need freedom. Okay, you need freedom. The maiden's coming through and right, the maiden is free. The maiden, she likes to do her own thing. She wants to wear what she wants to wear. She wants to say what she wants to say, speak her mind, be free. It's that young, wild, and free energy, right? And that's what you need to embody right now. So maybe some of you guys are stuck thinking that you have to settle down. You don't have to settle down. What is that? Settling down. Some of you guys are just free spirits, wild children, okay? You need to spread your wings. You need to explore. You need to have new experiences, okay? And so the maiden's coming through in this reading for you guys, group number one, and she wants you to know that now's not the time to settle down, okay? Now's the time for freedom. It's about experimentation. It's about spreading your wings, trying new things, and having new experiences, because essentially all those things are what's going to help you grow and what's going to help you learn as a person and an individual. So you know, it's a feel free to maybe date around, date a couple of different people, but don't settle down. Don't get into a committed monogamous relationship. Right now maybe isn't the time for that, but you could possibly be dating around and seeing new people and figuring out what it is that you actually want in a partner, okay? And don't be afraid to date yourself, right? We always think about dating other people, but you can date yourself too. Take yourself out on dates, get to know yourself, ask yourself the kinds of questions that you would ask someone else, right, trying to get to know them. So you could try to get to know yourself a little bit more, because sometimes we really do lose touch with ourselves, and we don't even realize it, right? This is something that happens and we don't even realize it because we're so focused on everybody else, right? Our loved ones, our family, our friends, focus on them, that we start to lose sight of ourselves. So pay attention to yourself. Don't lose sight of yourself. Right, date yourself a little bit. That's what the Maiden wants you to know, and this is all going to help part of your growth, part of your freedom as well. Okay, and traveling too is something else that always I feel with freedom that comes up. Explore new places, new environments, new cultures, religions, right? All of these things are going to just really add to the richness of your knowledge and to the richness of your life experience, okay? So just don't be afraid to travel and to learn new things and try new things, okay? Because you might be surprised by what you find you love to do, okay? What else do we have going on here? We have resistance, okay? Waning crescent, resistance. So we understand that there is resistance, that you are showing resistance, right? We talked about that with this Two of Swords energy, that you are showing resistance by, right, shoot, what's the word I just used? Procrastinating, okay? When you procrastinate, you're showing resistance, okay? Wanting something, but not doing anything to achieve that, you're showing resistance. Resistance of yourself, okay? Resistance from your spiritual team, okay? When you see a hurdle and you refuse to jump over it, okay? And instead you stand there and you sit down and you say, well, I'm not gonna do this. I'd rather stand still than jump over this hurdle and move forward. Okay, that's resistance. You're resisting to move forward. And you have to ask yourself, why? Because whenever there's a resistance to move forward, usually that's accompanied by fear, okay? Fear, we always talk about, is an illusion, right? Fear doesn't really exist. So you have to figure out, why am I not moving forward? What's the fear that's holding me back? And how can I resolve that issue, right? That complication within myself, so I can be able to jump over that hurdle and be able to move forward, okay? So definitely letting go of resistance, being more flexible also is something that's coming through. Maybe some of you guys are really grounded people. Maybe you like to have set plans, right? You're not really flexible. You know, you want what you want and that's it, period, the end. You're not the kind of person who likes to meet in the middle. Maybe you're not really good at compromising. So those are things that you need to focus on as well, okay? That you have to start to bend a little bit more, give a little bit more, and you have to start to understand that life is not always so black and white, and you have to see things more in a little bit of a gray area and be able to meet in the middle and compromise when something doesn't really work out for you the way that you were expecting or the way that you wanted it to, and just understand that that's okay and learn to make the most out of every situation, okay? That's something else that's coming through. And then we have Euphoria, honor yourself. Honor yourself. Not anybody else, okay? I mean, it's good to honor other people, but currently what the Maiden wants you to know, honor yourself, okay? Not your friends, not your family, not your boyfriend, girlfriend, okay, fiance, whoever it is, spouse, partner. Focus on you, okay? That's the main message that the Maiden wants you to understand, because the Maiden's wild, she's free, okay? She doesn't have anybody she's not committed to anyone. She's not focused on anybody but herself, okay? And not in a selfish way, right? Whenever we think about focus, there's this weird dichotomy that comes about when we think about focusing on ourselves and doing things for ourselves, because then people want to call us selfish, right? Oh, you're so selfish because you only care about yourself, and, you know, whatever people say, whatever, right? We don't care what other people say. But just understand that you're not being selfish by focusing on yourself, right? Being selfish would be like if you refuse to help somebody, even though refusing to like maybe donate to like a charity, even though you had like all the money in the world to donate, and you're like, well, I don't want to do it because I just don't feel like it, then that's like being selfish. But choosing your well-being over the well-being of someone else's isn't being selfish. So like, let's say energetic vampire coming through, narcissist, right? Coming through here and saying, well, I don't want you to go out today because I'm jealous or whatever, and then you're like, okay, well, I guess I won't do it because I don't want you to be jealous. That doesn't really make any sense. Why are you jealous? That's a fear. That's an illusion. That's an obstacle that you have to figure out within yourself. Okay. So again, other people's problems can't always be your problem. So you have to be able to decipher the energy, be able to pick and choose and figure out, what would actually be selfish versus, really just choosing my happiness and my well-being, over, being sad. Don't make yourself miserable to make somebody else happy at the end of the day. It's your life, okay? And you have to choose you. I'm sorry, but you do. At the end of the day, you have to choose you. You have to put yourself first. You have to and it's not about putting, yourself first, but about putting your happiness first. What's going to make you happy? Sometimes making other people happy makes us happy. I like to make my family happy. I like to make my friends happy. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. Okay. Maybe you're that person too. Okay. Then go ahead and do that if that makes you happy. But understand that, there's just a big difference between being selfish and just choosing you and choosing your happiness. Okay. It's not the same thing. So don't get confused there. That's the main point that I'm trying to make here. Sorry if I rambled a little bit, but let's go ahead and see what your last card says for you. Resilience, okay? Resilience. Sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life. But nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. I love myself. I cherish myself. And I vow to remember that I am always camped out in the depths of myself, even when I don't feel like very much of myself. I'm gonna read that again because that was exactly what we were talking about, you guys. Okay, just part of that really. I love myself, I cherish myself, and I vow to remember that I'm always camped out in the depths of myself. Okay. So sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life. But nothing can ever, right? Nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. So understand that you have to choose you. You have to choose your happiness, your well-being, your sanity, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health. You have to choose that over other people's narcissism and other people's selfishness and other people's unkindness, okay? Because other people are selfish, other people are narcissistic, and other people don't care about you, so you have to care about you sometimes, right? Not all the time, but sometimes. So understand that maybe some of you guys were in unhealthy relationships and that's scarring for you. Some of you guys grew up, being bullied. That's scarring for you. Some of you guys, maybe you came from a broken home or you have parents issues. That's scarring for you, okay? So understand that the universe, goddess, the maiden, wants you to focus on that scarring and healing those scars, okay? Focusing on yourself, your powerful personal growth, and moving forward, okay? And dating yourself and learning more about you and who you are outside of that fear. Being free, allowing yourself to be free, to be flexible, and to just be the real you, okay? And love yourself unconditionally, okay? You want to love others, but you also want to love yourself. And that's the big message here, right? We're looking for relationships. We're looking to be loved. We're looking to love others. But are you looking to love yourself, okay? Because you don't need other people to love you. You don't need other people to want you. You have to want you. You have to love you, okay? Enough. You have to love you enough. All right, group number 1. So that is your channeled message from the goddess, the Maiden. I really hope that you guys like this reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already subscribed, and hit that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos just like this one every week, you guys, okay? Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones that you feel can benefit from the loving, inspirational, and motivational messages that we continue to get here on this channel. Let's continue to grow this beautiful, abundant, flourishing, spooky family that we have here, and let's continue to reach all of those trick-or-treaters who haven't even discovered this channel yet. With all of that being said, it has been such an absolute pleasure. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to keep watching and keep hanging out with me, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 2. Let's go. All right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 2. You guys chose card 25, the Stick, and the Eye of Ra charm. So we're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling, though, then just keep watching because that's what we're doing right now. All right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 2. You guys chose card 25, the Stick, and the Eye of Ra charm. So this is your channeled message from the goddess, the Maiden. We're going to go ahead and see what she has to tell you. Let's get into it, you guys. Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups. Ooh, beautiful energy already starting. 3 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. And the Knight of Wands. Interesting. In reverse. Okay. Okay. So the Maiden wants you to free yourself from a friend or a group of friends that are no longer servicing you. Okay? The Maiden wants you to understand that you don't need to surround yourself with a lot of people in order to be happy or in order to feel fulfilled. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody, right? You don't need to be popular. Popularity, it really doesn't matter. So that's what the Maiden's presenting to you. That's definitely the energy that I have to see. I see that you guys are going to be so much happier and things are going to start to work out for you better when you start to shift your friend group. I just feel that you've probably outgrown your friends or a group of friends. This could be co-workers, friends, maybe childhood friends that you've outgrown them. You've outgrown the energy. You're leveling up and they're just not leveling up with you. And so it's time to leave someone or a group of people behind. that's just the energy that I see for you guys, group number 2. Maybe some of you don't agree. Maybe this is a hard message for some of you guys to hear. I do apologize if that is the case, but I just really have to be honest with the energies that are being presented here, group number 2. So I do see that it's just you might be allowing yourself to be held back by the people that you surround yourself with, and the relationships that you currently have in your life are just holding you back from true fulfillment. That's just something that I see coming through here. And you know what? I think that you guys will realize that in time, if you haven't already, and I think the universe will you will shift. Okay, the universe will make that shift for you. If you do not make that shift yourself, understand that as well. Okay. Yeah, we have the snake, time for change and transformation. This is also healing energy coming through here, which is really beautiful. I think that you guys are doing a lot of healing on yourself. And I think you have helped also to heal those around you, okay? Understand that sometimes people are in our life for a season and we don't have to know the reason, right? So understand that you have helped the people that you are friends with, that the people that you surround yourself with, the people that you've worked with, you've helped them in a way that has leveled up their energy. It's cleansed their auric field. You've helped them heal wounds, traumas, and be able to move forward. And they've helped you in that same way, right? It's been a team effort. You've helped each other. And so that's why you are brought into each other's lives. So you can help each other. They've helped you heal and you've helped them heal. And now that the healing has taken place, it's time to say goodbye, okay? And that's fine. You'll notice that maybe they're starting to put distance between you, or maybe you're starting to put distance between them, or it could be a mutual thing as well. You guys just maybe don't talk as much anymore. You don't hang out as much anymore, right? And so that distance starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger until eventually, right, you guys are just memories, happy memories in each other's minds. And that's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We have to learn to be okay with it's not losing, we're not losing the relationship, because I still feel like the relationship is still there if you meet each other again down the line. But what you're doing really is just letting go of the connection, allowing each other to move forward, to move on, and to progress in your own ways, right? You're just taking different paths. You've been walking the same path and you've come to a fork in the road, and now you're going this way and the other person's going this way, and you guys are just kind of separating paths. That doesn't mean that you don't have a connection. That doesn't mean that you're no longer friends. That just means that you are no longer in each other's lives in the same way that you once were. So just understand that that's kind of the thing that's happening here. You've healed each other, you've helped each other, and now you're just moving forward, and you're gonna find some new friends. You're gonna find a new friend group, maybe some new co-workers, could be a new job, right? But you're gonna start to find some new people that are more like-minded, more in flow with your energy, and they're gonna help you heal. You're gonna help them heal, and maybe that cycle is just gonna repeat itself for a little bit, and you will collect some soul family fragments along the way, and you will have those friends that you keep around for years and years and years, and maybe for the rest of your life, someone who you can call your life partner. You'll discover them there. But understand, not all relationships work that way. You will have those select few, but the majority of people will continue to recycle, and the Maiden wants you to understand this, okay? Because you're currently maybe being held back by some people that you're trying to hold on to, by some relationships that you know maybe aren't good for you, some relationships that you know you need to move forward from. So just allow yourself to do that in an easy and healthy manner, okay? Allow it to be a healthy transition, okay? Don't fight it. Don't fight it when the distance starts to happen. Just allow it to happen, okay? And oh my goodness, you guys. I don't even know what to say. Okay. You guys got the Maiden card. Okay. You got the Maiden card for the Maiden message, part of your Goddess trilogy. This is trippy, you guys. Okay, so Goddess has spoken, Spirit is with us, validation, confirmation of this message, of the energies we are receiving here today. Maiden is coming through, okay? Maiden is coming through. And as a reminder of the Maiden energy, that you are young, okay? Your soul is young, you're young at heart. This is telling me that there's a sense of freedom and a sense of really wanting to just kind of do your own thing and really walk your own path is something that's coming through here as well. I think that maybe your ideas are unconventional. You have new ideas, you have new ways of thinking, and maybe you're surrounding yourself, or you are surrounded by people who don't always understand your thought processes, or maybe you're surrounded by people who kind of treat you like a child, or maybe think that you're naive or don't understand certain things. So excuse me. So I am getting the energy that part of the reason why you have to move forward from maybe this person or a certain group of people is because they don't understand you and they don't understand your vision. Okay. And maybe it's time for you to just really spread your wings a little bit more. With the Maiden coming through here, this tells me that you have a lot of fresh new ideas. You think things in a creative way. You have a creative way of thinking and seeing the world around you and feeling people and their energy. And so you just have to find your tribe, right? You're still growing. This is, right, Maiden energy is all about growth. It's growing energy. So you're still trying to find your tribe. You're trying to find your friend group, find your soul family. So understand it's a process and it's not going to happen overnight. This is, right, people sometimes search their entire lives before they find it. And sometimes you will find it, but in pieces and in fragments along the way of this human experience. So understand that as well, okay? But that's crazy, you guys. Oh, speaking of which, you guys also have intuition. Okay, so you do have a strong intuition. You're able to tell when people are good for you and when people aren't not so good for you. Okay, this is also telling me that you I think group number 2, a lot of you guys are healers because you did get the snake, which is a healing card. So this is telling me you guys are healers. You have a strong intuition of healing people. The Maiden is goddess energy, which is also strong intuitive energy. So you guys are really in touch with I think your psychic and spiritual selves. This is something that's coming through here. Maybe group number 2, a lot of you guys embody the goddess spirit. Maybe some of you guys, part of your spiritual practice is honoring the goddess, is something that's coming through here as well. But I do see you have a strong, I think a strong connection with your divine feminine energy is something that's also coming through here, which is really beautiful. But unfortunately, part of that divine feminine energy is also wanting to take care of other people. And oftentimes we put other people before ourselves. So the goddess is coming through here and wants you to understand that even though you do want to put other people before you, majority of the time, do not forget yourself, okay? Because we see that your happiness matters outside of the happiness of others, okay? That's a message that's coming through here. That's also really important as well, okay? So let's keep going. And you guys also have fear, okay? Fear. There's a fear of letting go. There's a fear of letting go. There's a fear of being alone, a fear of loneliness. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Learn to be alone. Learn to like to be alone, because being alone is never really being alone, because you still have the energy of yourself. You still have the energy of the goddess, of your spiritual team that surrounds you. So you're never really alone now, are you? But there's a fear of this, of letting go of these people, of this person or this group of people in your life. And I'm not understanding why you have that fear, because you know this is something that you have to do. This is something that's going to help you achieve happiness, putting your happiness first, putting yourself first. There's a fear of being selfish. Oh, there's a fear of, okay, someone hurt you, group number 2. Someone hurt you. Someone who was narcissistic. This could have been a friend or past relationship, right? Maybe even someone in your family who made you feel bad about choosing your happiness. Okay, someone's hurt you. Someone's made you feel bad. Someone's made you feel selfish about putting yourself first, about putting your happiness first. And so you don't do it anymore. You put other people first and you try to avoid being selfish. You try to avoid... you try to avoid people thinking that you're a narcissistic person. Yeah, someone really flipped the script. That's what I sense here in your past. Someone really flipped the script and really made you feel like you were the bad guy. You're not the bad guy, group number 2. That was a trick. That was an illusion. You're not the bad guy. They were. They actually were. But yeah, so I am seeing that there is some healing that has to be done here because of that. You have to start to let go of your past to be able to move forward into your future. Let go of current people who no longer are servicing you, people who are actually holding you back. You know who those people are. Your intuition is strong, okay? You've done the healing already. They've done the healing already. It's time for you to move forward. Don't be afraid to move forward. Don't be afraid of what people are going to say, of what people are going to think, because the only person whose opinion matters is your own of yourself, okay? That's definitely messages that are coming through here. Ooh, we have Hex. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Well, you guys have some strong energy, group number 2. Yeah, so there's definitely someone, this could potentially be someone who's still currently in your life. Maybe this is the person you have to let go. This person who's been making you feel bad about yourself. This person who has not been supporting you, okay? This person that's really flipped the script on you and is making you feel like maybe you're the one who's being selfish. You're the one who's acting crazy. You're the one who's narcissistic, right? Whoever this person is that may currently still be in your life, maybe you don't even realize it, they will show themselves, okay? They will show themselves, they will reveal themselves, and karma will get to them. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything other than leave and choose your happiness and your well-being over this situation that's not good for you. That's the only thing you have to do. And then the goddess will come through, okay? And she will take care of this person. Karma will come through. They will take care of this person. And you don't have to know how. You don't need to know when. None of that matters. Just knowing that it will happen is all that matters. Knowing that it will be taken care of. You don't have to take care of it. It will take care of itself, okay? And all you have to do is just move forward. Just move forward. Choose happiness. Choose peace. You guys are not choosing peace right now. I see that there are conflicts that could potentially be happening within a friend group. Okay, this could be a job as well, or maybe, you know, just one particular individual who's causing some kind of drama or some kind of conflict that you have to move forward from. That's just something that I definitely see coming through here. So you have to choose peace as well. It's not just about choosing happiness, but choosing peace. Okay, harmony, tranquility, serenity. All right. And for your last card, we have perspective. This is interesting, group number 2, that you got this perspective. Okay. I'm going to read it. What does a hawk see when it flies over your house? Besides the family of mice living nearby that you don't know about. What will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old? Okay. What will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old? And you gaze back on the timeline of your life. In this moment, you are being given the gift of clear perspective, of knowing that in the end, everything is going to be much better than okay. Think large enough, and even big issues become small. Become an 80-year-old hawk, and you're really onto something. This is interesting because, right, that I have so much to say about this. So this is interesting because when we're shifting, okay, I'm sorry, you guys. When we think about perspective, we're thinking about right now how things look from our eyes in this present moment in time, okay? And you have to see things from multiple perspectives. So you have to realize that I'm not only looking at this situation from my eyes in this current present moment in time, but look at this from the other person's eyes. Look at this from your future eyes, okay? Understand this from an outsider's perspective, looking in, third-party view. You have to be able to see things from every perspective possible to understand and gain clarity of the situation as a whole, okay? So it says, right, seeing things maybe that you didn't see, seeing things that maybe you missed out before. This could be that person maybe you didn't realize was not so good for you, but looking from different perspectives, you realize, maybe this person isn't so good for me. Maybe this person's actually holding me back, or group of people, okay? Whoever this person may be. And it says understanding, right? Where is it? That your current problems, conflicts, and complaints, they don't really matter right now. Right now they matter. You think they matter, but they don't matter as much as you think that they do, okay? And it's about finding peace, happiness, harmony, right? Because it says even large problems can become small. So something that you think is a big problem actually isn't a big problem at all. It's a small problem with a simple solution, okay? Sometimes just being able to move forward is the simple solution to a small problem. What else did it say? Knowing that in the end, everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay, okay? 10 of Cups energy, everything's going to be more than okay. I think it said that too, actually. Yeah, everything is going to be much better than okay. So knowing that everything's going to be much better than okay, that's part of the healing, right? Sometimes the universe puts people in our life that don't need to be there as a way to teach us a lesson, to break out of a cycle, and to promote healing, self-healing, and powerful personal growth, okay? So let me not go on too much about this, right? But ultimately, what the Maiden is coming in, the Maiden, she came in, all right, okay? And what she's really trying to tell you guys, group number 2, is to just listen to your intuition. You already know how to resolve the problem that you are in. So listen to your intuition. Okay, this cycle that you are breaking out of is going to promote healing, self-healing, and powerful personal growth. But you have to be willing, right? In order for this to happen, you have to be willing to let go of fear, the fear of letting go. Let go of the fear of letting go, the fear of what's going to happen, the fear of the unknown, and being able to release yourself from this person or group of people that are no longer servicing you and that are actually holding you back, okay? And you have to be able to choose your happiness and your peace above all else. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, is your happiness and your peace. Hold on to that, okay? So that is your channeled message from the goddess, the Maiden, group number 2. I really hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, you guys. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and hit that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you do not miss out when I post new spooktacular videos just like this one every week, you guys, okay? Don't forget to also share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones that you feel can benefit from the loving, inspirational, and motivational messages that we continue to get here on this channel. Let's continue to grow this beautiful, abundant, flourishing, spooky family that we have here, and let's continue to reach all of those trick-or-treaters who have not even discovered this channel yet. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. It has been such an absolute pleasure. If you want to keep watching and keep hanging out with me, I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 3. Let's go. Alright, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 3. You guys chose card 59, the ribbon, and the pentacle charm. So we're going to go ahead and get into all of your shuffling. If you don't want to see the shuffling, timestamps are below. You can skip straight to your message. If you do want to see the shuffling though, then just keep watching because that's what we're doing right now. right, hello to all of my trick-or-treaters who chose group number 3. You guys chose card 59, the ribbon, and the pentacle charm. So we're going to go ahead and get into all of your messages right now. This is all about the messages from the goddess, the maiden. So let's get into it, see what she has to tell you. The magician. Ooh, magician. The Page of Cups, okay. And the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, Two of Wands in reverse. So, oh, wow, okay. So I'm getting a message here that the maiden wants you to know the limit does not exist. The opportunities are endless and the possibilities are endless, and you can literally do anything you want to do. Go anywhere you want to go, okay? Live your life to the fullest. The maiden is coming through here and she wants you to know that there's still so much life you have to live. And you still have so many opportunities of success and achievement and love and light that are coming to you. Wow, you make your path. Okay, some of you guys watching this group number 3, maybe you feel like, oh, maybe my path is already predetermined, predestined. Maybe, you know, I'm following the footsteps of my parents, or, you know, maybe I'm doing the things that I feel like I'm supposed to be doing the things that I think I should be doing. That is not your path, group number 3. Your path is your own to create. I see that you guys, group number 3, are stepping outside of the norm. You're doing something different. You're doing something that's never been done before. You're not following what your parents did, your ancestors did. You're not following them. You're creating something new, something that's special, something that you believe in. I see that your beliefs, your morals, values are different. I see that you are following your intuition, your internal compass, and it points you in a different direction than maybe what your friends and family and maybe what society wants you to do, but you're not listening to society. You're creating your own path. You're making your own choices, your own decisions, and you're allowing yourself to manifest your own reality. And that's something that's really powerful, and that's something that's really grand here, because the maiden is freedom. It's free energy. And you guys, with the magician coming through here, you guys are manifesting something that's going to make you feel free, okay? You're not allowing yourself to be trapped in a cage that society has built for us to follow, okay? You're not doing things the same way that maybe people want you to do them. People think you're crazy, group number 3. People think you're crazy because you're working, right? You're working these weird odd jobs that people don't understand. They're like, how are you going to make a living off of that? You know, how are you going to be able to, whatever it is, you know, buy a house? And you find a way. You find a way to do it because of the manifestation energy that you believe in, because you believe in yourself. And that's really the key to manifestation, is just believing in yourself and having that confidence, not only in you, but in the universe and your spiritual team to take care of you. So the maiden's coming through here, and she wants you to know that she's taking care of you as long as you're taking care of you, okay? And so you have a strong positive energy. You make your own path. Things just kind of work out for you. And it's really bright. It's really beautiful. Maybe you're not in this right typical job. You're doing kind of this weird job. Maybe you're schooling. It's not that concrete, you know, university. You're doing, maybe you're in schooling, you're taking classes, but it's different. It's not what people think of when they think of schooling, right? Maybe you're studying something that's different that people don't usually study. You know, you're doing things that people don't usually do, and that's why you're going to be successful. That's why you're going to be happy, because you're doing things that you're passionate about, and you're doing things that make you happy. And that's all that really matters in this world, isn't it? Just being happy and then allowing the rest of the energy to flow, okay? Ooh, you guys got the crow spirit coming through here. Spirit's coming through here. Every time I get the crow, spirit comes through, you guys. This is energy, validation, confirmation that spirit, your spiritual team, my spiritual team, stepping forward, working in unison together. The crow wants you to understand that you are where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there. Okay, you're on this path, and it's a journey. It's a journey, group number 3. And you're still in the beginning of that journey. And you still have a long ways to go. It doesn't matter how old you are watching this, understand this. You are still in the beginning of that journey. You still have a long ways to go. You still have lessons to learn. You still have, obstacles to overcome, hurdles to jump over, right? Learning is never ending. Learning does not end. There is not a limit to how much you can learn. There's not a limit to how much you will learn, okay? It never stops. Every day you learn something new, okay? Understand that. That's what the Maiden wants you to understand, that you're still learning, you're still growing, okay? The journey is endless, okay? Understand, though, that you, even though with the learning and the obstacles and the hurdles, you can still be happy, okay? It's about finding joy in the process, okay? On that journey, understanding that you have to find joy in climbing that mountain before you can find joy at reaching the top. You have to enjoy the whole process, okay? The whole process, because it's a process, okay? The orphan. Okay, childhood trauma coming through here. The orphan, wounded children, group number 3, my wounded children. Who was not there for you growing up? Ooh, who was not there for you? Was it your mom? Was it your dad? Was it your mom and your dad? Okay, whoever your guardian was. You felt left behind as a child, group number 3. You felt left behind. You felt forgotten. Growing up was hard. It was challenging. You felt misunderstood, okay? Because you did not want to follow the set path. You wanted to make your own. And that was challenging because people didn't understand that. They didn't know why you wanted to do that. They didn't understand why you didn't want to just fit the cookie cut mold that everybody else was doing, okay? So that made things hard for you growing up. You have a strong intuition, I believe, group number 3. Maybe some of you guys have psychic abilities, psychic powers. Maybe you're working in a psychic field. And growing up, that was challenging. That was hard for you. People didn't understand that. They thought you were weird. They thought you were different. They thought that you were strange, okay? That's okay. You understand now that, hey, it's okay to be different. It's okay to be weird and strange. Who cares? Growing up, though, it's hard. It's hard to be an outsider growing up. And that was part of the lesson that you had to learn. It's okay to be different. And now because you learned that lesson, you're able to be different and be okay with it and create your own path and be successful and find happiness within yourself because that path that you're manifesting for you based on your own passions that you're following. Okay, so understand that was the lesson there, and that's why that needed to happen. Okay, sometimes childhood traumas are hard and we have a hard time dealing with them, and we always ask ourselves, well, why did I have to go through that? Look at the perspective of who you are now versus who you were then, and understand that that was the reason. That strength that came out of it, that knowing of who you are, that confidence and self-esteem that came out of it, that's why it had to happen, okay? Sometimes we have to go through those challenging, hard situations in order to find ourselves and to know who we are as people, okay? So you did not allow that situation to make you lose yourself. You didn't lose sight of who you were because of that. On contrary, you found yourself. And that's why you're so powerful now. Hope. You've always had hope, haven't you, group number 3? At least a little bit. At least a little bit, group number 3. And you still do. You're so hopeful. And a lot of you guys are really positive too. Very positive people. And I think you know in your bones, you know in your soul that things are just going to be okay. That things are going to work out. That things are going to be okay. Because you just can't imagine it being any other way. And that's why everything always is okay. And everything will always be okay for you, group number 3. Manifestation energy. You want it to be, and so it is, group number 3. And that's powerful. You guys are way more powerful than you think you are. You're way more powerful than you could possibly know, group number 3. You've been here a few times. This is not your first time. This is not your first rodeo, right? In this human experience, you've done this before. And that helps, okay? That helps you keep this positive attitude, this positive mindset, because you know that that positive will attract positivity and everything will work out for you somehow, some way. It just always does. Harvest moon, fruition. Oh my gosh, you guys, fruition. There's so much about manifestation. Fruition, you think it comes to fruition. You imagine it comes to fruition. It happens for you. You harvest your ideas into your reality. Beautiful energy. The Maiden wants you to understand that you are creating your future. You're creating your future. You're not, okay. You are not living in your past. You're living in your future. You're creating that future and you're living in it. Our present is our future, okay? There's no such thing as a future. This is it. This is the future. This is what you're creating for yourself right now in this moment. When we think about living in the present, living for the present moment, being grounded in the here and now, this is the future because we're, right, always being a step ahead, a second ahead, right? So your present is your future. It's one and the same, okay? Understand that. Because you can look back in your memories, but your future, you create. So that's the now. You can't change the present, but you can change the future, right? Changing the future, changing your path, choosing your path based off of your own decisions and ideas. Manifestation is how you create that, okay? You guys have this strong intuitive power, intuitive ability, clairvoyance about you, and understanding of manifestation. You do not allow your past to create your future. You allow your present to be your future. And that's how you always are hopeful for better things to come because better things are already here and you bring your ideas into fruition. The Maiden ultimately wants you to understand your creative nature, your strong ability to create your reality. You understand the reality as a construct and as an illusion, and you understand how to utilize that frequency to rise above tough situations and to grow and move forward as a person. The energy for you, group number 3, is so powerful and so strong. It's actually really incredible. I've never felt this kind of energy doing these readings before. But it's so bright and it's so vibrant. And you guys are just so incredible, group number 3. You're so incredible with your ability to stay positive through the hardships and to really create your life through that positivity and that positive light that you just radiate. 'Cause I can feel it. I can feel that radiation of positive light energy flowing through you. And it's incredible. The things that you've been through and still being able to have hope for your future, that's incredible. Group number 3. Oh, you're protected. Protection. Okay, protection. Set personal boundaries. You guys are protected. You're protected by the goddess. You're protected by your spiritual team, by the universe. You have a strong spiritual team that surrounds you. The goddess, right, is probably part of this spiritual team, Maiden, Mother, Crone. She's there protecting you, helping you along your way. Your positivity works as like the shield around you to protect you from negative energy. So even though right, because we all go through hardships, that's part of our changing and transformation as a human being. Those hardships is, right, essentially us coming out of the cocoon, but you're protected in a way that those hardships, those transformational moments fill up your glass. So your cup is never empty and they lead you to these opportunities of triumph. And you make that happen. You make that happen in combination with your spiritual team, of course. But you guys make that happen, and it's so beautiful. And I feel like I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but because all the cards just correlate to that exact same message. And it's absolutely incredible, you guys. Absolutely incredible. So for your final card, you have giving. Okay, giving. It says, I welcome the idea of give and take in my relationships, and I eagerly practice the give part by giving freely. I discovered just how fun giving really is. Giving my time, care, and attention to someone else actually gives me good feelings, which makes me want to give even more. Wait a second, does this selflessness make me look selfish? Be honest. So this is actually a really incredible card, you guys, because I think this is really the answer to everything that's going on here, right? This is the clarification. Your positivity, your selflessness, your ability to give without asking for anything in return, that love, that's that loving bright light energy that you guys have. And that's why everything works out for you. And that's why you're protected, because when you give, it comes back to you, right? This is a spiritual energy, okay? When you give energy, that energy comes back to you threefold law, okay, coming into play here. So you don't ask for anything in return. You're doing it out of kindness, out of love and light. But the universe sees that and returns that energy to you in abundance, okay? That energy is what helps you manifest the positivity in your life, helps you manifest the opportunities in your life, and helps you to create your own path in this human experience. So you don't have to follow any set path. You create your own path. And part of that is because the path that everybody else follows, I see now, is a selfish path. And you're not living a selfish path. You're not following a selfish path. You're not living a selfish life. You're doing the opposite, and you're selfless, and you're not doing things for yourself. You're doing things for other people. You're doing things to help humanity. You're doing things to help the environment. And that is what makes you happy. Helping the earth, helping people heal. That is beautiful, group number 3. That is absolutely beautiful. All right, so the Maiden, ultimately, right, message from the Maiden here, let's not lose sight, but ultimately, message from the Maiden here, what the Goddess, the Maiden, wants you to understand is you still have a lot of growing and a lot of journey to travel, right? But understand that you can be anything you want to be. You can go anywhere you want to go. And you can do anything you want to do. You have complete and total, absolute freedom and control over yourself, your life, and your reality. Okay? Understand that. That's the ultimate message here. Okay? And I think a lot of you guys do understand that. And just know that the more love and light that you share, and the more kindness you spread, the better your life will become. Okay? All right, group number 3, that is your channeled message from the Goddess, the Maiden. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, please also give it a big thumbs up, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and hit that post bell notification button so you stay updated and you don't miss out when I post new spooktacular videos just like this one every week, you guys, okay? Don't forget to also share this message with your loved ones, friends, and family that you feel can benefit from the loving, inspirational, and motivational messages that we continue to get here on this channel. Let's continue to grow this beautiful, abundant, flourishing, spooky family that we have here, and let's continue to reach all of those trick-or-treaters who haven't even discovered this channel yet, okay? With all of that being said, it has been such an absolute pleasure. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, for taking the time out of your day to click on this video and to watch it, and to allow these messages to help you grow in a positive, beautiful way. Thank you again so much for all of your beautiful comments, for all of your love, and all of your continued support. I really do appreciate it more than words could ever describe. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you again for watching and for hanging out with me. I will catch you guys on the next video. But until then, as always, keep it creepy, you guys, okay? Bye, you guys.